Let us speak of the future that we want to build. We stand for equal rights for women, for persons with disability, and for members of the LGBTQIA+ community.
And that, my friends, is what's called selling out. That'll make him billions, but it'll only cost you a few million children. But there are more for you than against you, ladies and gentlemen. Ghana. The majority of Africa has figured it out. South Africa, you've got some puppets to get rid of. Anyway, watch this.
We have signed the bill. We have presented it, submitted it duly to Mr. Speaker. We have submitted same to the Clerk of Parliament. We have copied the majority leader. We have copied the minority leader. And so it stands as submitted and reintroduced. Nothing stops Mr. President from supporting this bill.
I heard him talk about it today at the AICC.
Okay.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
He knows two genders.
That he is not going to support the bill by way of a private member's bill.
Proper families bill, values bill should be a bill that is introduced by government rather than as a private member's motion.
Therefore, all things whatever ye would do that men should do to you, do even to them also. For this is the law of the prophets. Enter ye in to the strait gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in threat. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Oh, what a mighty web we weave, and so be it that today that wide gate seems to be the one where bribers and moneybibs wave that golden bar and dollar bill, claiming to have found riches, but still striving for peace and joy that money just would never and can never be able to buy. Saying we got our freedom, we've gained our freedom, but never knowing what freedom is, falling prey, once again, to a new form of slavery. And I say to you with all honor and respect, for I say to you once again that you have got your freedom from, but what have you got your freedom to? Freedom from, great. We've gained our freedom from this. We've gained our freedom from that. But freedom to do what? What do you have freedom to do now? This is the new claim in the Declaration that brings a man into a next level when they start drafting and crafting the idea for freedom to. So tell me, Africa, freedom to what? Tell me, comment below. Blessings to the revolutionaries of the continent that has begun to transform and solidify its place in the world as the superpower that will not be denied, ignored, or bullied no more. We're a culture that was thought by many to have been brought to ruins by a systematic Western agenda and plan. Not only have they arisen, but they've arisen to rectify its ancient and endless culture as the one culture that will not be moved or brainwashed by a pale-faced foreigner or a local puppet politician. It's a brand new day. It's a new day. Let's admit it. It's a brand new day. And in this new day, the magnifying glasses that they have in that continent are focused on the corruption from within. And the citizens around that continent have binoculars that are focused on pinpointing the corruption from outside influencers and schemes and tactics trying to infiltrate the landscapes of the past, present, and future of the land. Africans, arise, take your place. You've been shaken, but you will not be moved in the mighty name of Jesus. Now, we're going to dive into the devil's biddings on your souls that seem too high of a price for him to pay, but it's being sold to some. The indoctrination is being sold in Africa, and it's the greatest weapon that the West has, and one of the only ones left that it has in the arsenal against you. So what gives? We see South Africa's taken the bait, and they remain lukewarm in this, and henceforth shall be spewed out of the mouth. Now Ghana has a choice to make and a mantle to carry, and we're going to go over that right now. So please like and subscribe if you feel led. If you don't, that's fine. But don't miss this, because your eyes may just get a little more focused on the current events. And Ghana is the front runner right now. Grab a drink. Let's dive in.
Finally, Mr. President, I do want to ask about the anti-LGBTQ legislation that we did see expire in Ghana earlier this year. A number of parliamentarians support reviving it. If it came to your desk, would you sign it?
The old bill expired because it was not assented to by the president. There was a legal challenge. Eventually, the legal challenge was dismissed, so it means that the president could assent to it, but it's expired. So the question is hypothetical. It means that it has to go into Parliament again. And I think that what we need is more stakeholder consultation to look at whatever new bill will come.
He's not answering the question. He's not answering the question. Same bill. They're saying it's the same bill. We're going to send it through. And he's saying, I think what we need is something from the government to do. This is how the government operates. Parliament passes, finds bills, goes into legislation. It is the same bill. This guy. He's never given 100% answer. Is he another Nana Akufo-Addo? And let's also remember, he took Sam George and said, okay, you're going to go over into this other field here. You're really not even supposed to be here anymore, Sam George. I put you over there probably for a reason. I don't know. What do you think? And we'll keep going.
And make sure that we carry everybody on board. Proper family values are something we all are interested in. And we believe that is not only in the bills that we send to Parliament to regulate them, but also in teaching our children those family values even as they grow. And so looking at the curriculum in schools and inculcating those values in them, I think is the more important pressing issue that we must look at.
Would you be concerned, though, if we saw a number of institutions potentially pulling back funding to Ghana if you were to sign it? Do you factor that into your thinking around the bill?
Well, I believe that multilateral institutions should avoid getting into cultural matters.
Spoken like a true politician, which I don't know if that's good. He wouldn't give us an answer to the question, yeah, I'll sign it. Instead, he said something that we all agree with, but he didn't answer the question.
This is a diverse world. We have different cultures. And so I don't think multilateral institutions should include, cultural imposition as part of their mandate. I don't agree with that. If they decide to pull it, well, it's their prerogative. But I don't believe that multilateral institutions like the World Bank and IMF should include in their mandates how people behave culturally.
Okay, so now that we see him playing this as the seasoned politician that he is, kind of like Nana Akufo-Addo played it too. I'm going to be very strict on this, and this is not going to happen in our schools, and it's not going to happen in our policies, when you never do anything to stop it, because they're not doing anything to stop it. But there's this segment here, three-way. All three of these segments came up the same day. They all spoke the same time. And this is a telltale of kind of what Mahema's side is saying and what Sam George's side is saying. So let's watch this together. Maybe you'll catch more out of it than I do. But I think it gives us a little bit more information as to what direction the Ghana president intends to go with this. Check it out.
Deployed in the 8th Parliament. We have deployed the same procedure. On 25th of February, we signed the private members' bill in the same shape and form as was passed in the 8th Parliament. My good friends who signed with us in the previous Parliament, many of them signed again. Honorable Sam George is part of the sponsors now. Honorable Bedra is part, Honorable Helen Tonso, Honorable Now Odolesua, Honorable Hassan Tampuli, Honorable Abdul Kabir Mahamatia, Honorable Momuni, Honorable Eko Vincent Asifwa, Honorable Tony Mier, and a number of others who are equally in full support. We have signed the bill, we have presented it, submitted it duly to Mr. Speaker, we have submitted same to the Clerk of Parliament, we have copied the Majority Leader, we have copied the minority leader, and so it stands as submitted and reintroduced. It is our expectation that next Friday, when the new business statement is to be read, they will program the bill for legislation, and the Speaker is expected to refer the bill to the relevant committees to begin crafting and stakeholder consultations for the processes to be underway. And therefore, nothing stops Mr. President from supporting this bill after it is passed and he has assented to. If he also feels that as a state they even have stricter and harsher sanctions to apply on top of what we have done, and even thinks that there's more robust introduction of other dimensions that will even enhance the law further and even further protect the values and culture and tradition of our people, he may well so do it in his rights as a state, and nothing will be
populated on the floor of Parliament.
That bill has been reintroduced to Parliament by...
It has not been reintroduced. We are yet to reintroduce. I am part of the proponents of that bill. Okay. Myself and Reverend Tim Fojo.
And Sam.
I heard him talk about it today at the AICC.
Okay.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah, he knows two genders.
That he is not going to support the bill by way of a private member's bill, but he's going to support the bill from his own outfit. Government is going to introduce it. Look at the lies and the deceit. You had an opportunity on the floor of Parliament. You did not.
I've spoken with the Speaker so that a renewal of the expired Proper Families Bill, Values Bill, should be a bill that is introduced by government rather than as a private member's motion.
He's literally saying right there that Sam George's bill, I don't want it. We're not going to do that. I call foul. I call foul. Flag. Sam George is out. And this was his bill. And this president is now pulling a Nana Akufo-Addo on the people. It's got all the signs of a seasoned politician who knows how to divvy into the funds. Really. It really does. And I know he just went over and he talked to Abraham Traore. I don't know if he learned anything from Abraham Traore, because Traore is his own boss. He's his own man. He doesn't even talk to the IMF or the World Bank. He doesn't deal with them. It's to the point where you're looking at politicians that are literally taking control of their countries, and you're looking at politicians who are playing to the beep. This is a playing to the beep. The next thing you know, he's going to be pulling a Ramaphosa. This is my prediction to Mahama's public statement. By the time before the next 4 years, he will come out and do the same thing that Ramaphosa did in Africa. He's going to come out and he's going to say this, and he's going to get the money.
As South Africans, we stand for peace and justice. We stand for equality and solidarity. We stand for a non-racial future, and we stand for democracy and tolerance as well as compassion. We stand for equal rights for women, for persons with disability, and for members of the LGBTQIA+ community. We stand for our shared humanity.
And you see that? That man, after saying something like that, he is considered a Macron of France. He is considered a washed-up Biden. He has also just lost respect from 90% of the world. But he'll take the money from IMF nonetheless. And the money he takes from it, the people of South Africa will never see it, except for when your kids come home with another gender. He got a very, very short-term gain for himself. Long-term loss for the country of South Africa. Now, as we've seen in Ghana, it's a totally different story. The people of Ghana have spoken, and the last president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, the puppet of Ghana, who now is gone for that reason, mainly, I think the majority of the voters got in there and voted Mahama in to go ahead and finish what the Sam George and the members of parliament had started. Now, you see the way Ramaphosa worded that. It sounded nice. It sounded good. It really did. How he took, mud from a pit and put it into a phrase to make people enjoy it. Even though the crowd, you heard the crowd, they were booing against it. Like, what'd he say? We're doing what? They're taking the money. And here's the thing, with that kind of money, the politician knows it's coming. Sam George will never know it's coming. This is Mahema is going to get this behind closed doors. None of the other parliamentarians are going to know that Mahema's got this money. Only maybe one of his, couple of his corporates in there, a couple of his really trustees are going to know that he's got the money and how much money he gets, and he can do whatever he wants with it. You know, just don't diss the LGBTQIA agenda. And the people of Ghana, the only way they're going to see this money isn't through, like, Mahema's going to see it. He's going to get, throw some in the Swiss bank account. Who knows? People are going to see it by way of their children coming. What we're seeing in America has been a catastrophe. It's been something that's really even hard to explain how dark this is. But I don't know how you feel about it. I didn't catch Mahema coming out and standing firm on the issue. He's very lollygagging around it. You can tell that he doesn't want nothing to do with it. He wants it gone. And for a good reason. And I don't think it's for the reason for the people of Ghana. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts, my opinions. Let me know what you think. And please, I want to thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe. One love. I am praying for that country of Africa over there to stand strong in who they are. And don't let nobody ever take your identity away from you. God bless you. We will see you on the next one. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.